The past few weeks, a lot of the focus has been on the Jay Slater case, 19-year-old, that went missing in Tenerife and was later found deceased in a ravine. While we continue on with that case, we will never forget about Sebastian Rogers, who is still currently missing. The sad thing in Sebastian's case is that there are just no updates. This teenage boy allegedly walked out his house in the middle of the night and vanished without a trace. I don't buy it for a second. I think someone knows something, and I don't think Sebastian went poof into thin air. While a lot of the focus are on the Proudfoots, especially Katie Proudfoot, because she was the last one to see her son, and by her own admittance heard a thud, but didn't bother to check. A lot of people suspect that she had something to do with his disappearance, and that Sebastian never walked out of the house, but rather was taken out of the house by the use of a vehicle. Authorities also say that there's no evidence Sebastian ever left that house, so what is the alternative then? Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis did an interview with Core TV just a few nights ago, and some things that were said truly shocked me. According to that interview, Seth was on footage being at work the time Sebastian went missing. He has given all his devices to police, but they still consider him a suspect. Tony and Seth wants to know what more they need to do for Seth to be ruled out as a suspect in Sebastian's disappearance. This is news to me, that Seth is considered a suspect, and makes me wonder if this is the reason law enforcement won't really communicate with him, as much as they communicate with the Proudfoots. Tony says they are willing to do anything to get cleared, so that they can bring in more resources once Seth is cleared. Another very interesting point in this Core TV interview, is that once Tony starts talking about the polygraph test that Seth did with Nancy Grace, the interview is cut off, and ended with Seth and Tony. Katie and Chris Proudfoot have been out of the media eye since Chris's daughter, Faith, was with them for the summer. She has now returned to her mother's home, and we saw Katie obtain an order of protection against Bullhorn Betty.